Anyong Hashim Nika Namaste. His Excellency Mr. Yon Mo Sung, Minister of Trade, Industry and Energy, distinguished lawmaker Mr. Lee Hak Yong, esteemed speakers from the Korean business community and friends. I am happy to address all dignitaries and private sector representatives who have come together today for this forum. I would also like to extend and record my appreciation for our embassy in the Republic of Korea for organizing this timely interaction. Today, we are living in unprecedented times where the focus of countries across the globe is on finding strategies to combat and mitigate the health crisis triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic while working towards building resilient economies. The question here today is, are we able to see beyond the horizon and navigate the opportunities in the ensuing environment of uncertainty and change caused by the pandemic? I believe if like-minded partner countries could come together, the answer would be a definitive yes. India has flattened the COVID-19 spread in mid-September with less than 1 million active cases underpinned by over 90% recovery rate. Meanwhile, industrial establishments, foreign and domestic, have been facilitated to run their operations through well-organized air travel of foreign companies, representatives, including those from Korean companies. India and ROK have joined hands to boost bilateral trade to $50 billion by 2030. Our bilateral trade has been recorded at more than $20 billion for the past 3 years. India today is focused on building a resilient post-pandemic economy, a goal shared with nations like the Republic of Korea, a low-cost manufacturing ecosystem, and economic reforms like the liberalization of FDI sector, like defense, infrastructure, and insurance make India an investor-friendly destination. Even amidst challenging times, India had received FDI of over $36 billion during April-August of 2020, including from tech giants such as Google, Facebook, Foxconn, etc. As of now, over 1,300 Korean companies have been operating in India, and we must strive to double this number in the next 2 to 3 years. Korean companies like Hyundai, Samsung, and LG, which have been in touch since the 1990s, are prime examples of the Indian collaborative drive. Bilateral investment, which is currently at $10 billion, is much below its potential and needs to be tapped effectively. We must target to double this figure in the coming years. To further boost the manufacturing sector, Indian line ministries have notified various sectoral incentive packages such as Production Linked Incentive Scheme (PLI) by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and the PLI scheme by the Department of Pharma for key starting materials, drug intermediaries, and active pharmaceutical ingredients. These incentives should be capitalized upon by Korean companies investing in India. While deepening of bilateral trade and investment is desirable, trade, investment, and global supply chains should not be a function of cost, but also mutual trust. Vagaries of the virus have exposed risks of overdependence on one particular country or geographical location for manufacturing or supplier base. Any friction between countries can have the potential to put a global supply chain in jeopardy and hence affect the whole manufacturing process in a country, especially of essential supplies such as drugs and vaccines during a pandemic. I am confident that India will emerge as an important global center in the complex, modern, multinational supply chain with a collaborative drive supported by like-minded nations. Once again, I congratulate the organizers for this significant forum and remain confident that all participants will find today's interaction and the government-to-business interactions tomorrow and day after stimulating, enriching and fruitful. Dhanyavad and Khamsa Hamnida.